Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. At this channel, we generally work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it. But because it's the monthly, it's already May, we're going to use the sun, we're going to use Mercury, Venus, Mars, planet Earth, and of course the moon to get a little advice and guidance. Before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and I saw you standing on the edge of a mountaintop or a cliff or something, and you were peering out over it was beautiful. It was like, maybe it was sunrise. There was, the sky was kind of purple and orange, and I didn't see the sun, but the sky was lighting up. There was pinks and purples, and you were just looking out over it, and you felt, like, I would say there was a sense of accomplishment, but I also had the feeling you were getting ready to take some kind of a leap of faith. So let's just see what the cards say. I do want to take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. You help me grow my channel. And since we just had that full moon in Libra, it kind of made me think that I need to do more about balancing of energy in my life, and so I'm going to ask you to help me do that by hitting the thumbs up button. I spend about 25 to 30 hours a week doing 24 videos, and so all I'm asking for you to help me balance that energy out is by hitting the thumbs up. So if you could do that, that would be great. I think you should check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. You may not always get the answers in one, or in one video, and you might find that what really resonates for you is in another. So check those out. There is a link below in case you don't know what those are. And let's go ahead and get started here and see what Spirit wants to talk about. I want to know what this leap, if you're leaping or if you're just feeling accomplished. I'm not really sure. It kind of felt like both. So what's going on with Capricorn for May? Okay, I think it's both, but mostly it's feeling accomplished and taking a pause. So when we last left off, you were trudging up a mountain, hauling a big old heavy cart behind you, and now it looks like you got to the top and you're feeling pretty self-satisfied. We have the King of Wands, but he looks exhausted. He's like laying there and he's exhausted. Like, I have accomplished so much and I need to rest. And so I took the other card because it kind of felt like it wanted to come. And it is also about taking a rest. And in one, he's using the wands he's got a wand there and he's resting, holding. And in the other one, there's a sword that he's resting and holding. And so for me, this says that it's a pause and resting and integrating of action and thought process. Like, you've been putting a lot in and you need to take a break. And after what I saw when you were trudging up the mountain, you may truly deserve that. And so I think taking a little pause, looking around, seeing what you've accomplished, assessing the situation, and resting. Now, the King of Wands, he knows how to create. He knows how to do business. He knows how to work. And so maybe you've been working really hard. And now, it's a little pause. He's taking his crown off, he's laying down, and he's resting. He looks truly self-satisfied. All right, so the sun is in Taurus from April 20th until, wow, these cards are really, what? April 20th to May 20th, and then at like 12:30 in the morning on May 21st, it moves into Gemini. And so for you, Capricorn, that is your 5th house of romance. And into your, that's fun, romance, creativity, and then it goes into your 6th house of day-to-day work-life balance things. And so maybe you do need a rest. Maybe you've been working really hard and you need to take a pause for just a couple of weeks. And because at the end of May, it looks like things will start picking up for you and you'll be learning the work-life balance. Or maybe it's about knowing how to work hard and how to rest, how to do both. And that would totally make sense. And yes, look, he's laying there in the sand. It looks like he's on the beach, right? He's laying in the sand, looks like he's on the beach. And the sun wants to remind you to incorporate playfulness and fun into your day-to-day life. And it says, this is an affirmation, and I really would like to suggest that when you listen to any reader, that if something resonates with you, you write it down and you either journal on it later, or you let it sink in, or you come back to it. And so this is an affirmation that you could use every day. And it says, my joy is the greatest gift I give to others. My joy is the greatest gift I give to others. And so as an affirmation, that would mean that's a reminder from Spirit for you to take time out for fun, to have some fun, to relax and enjoy yourself. Take a rest. Feel accomplished and feel good about things. Take time for sunrises or for sunsets. I'm not sure which one that was. So then we have Mercury. Mercury, thank goodness, went direct on April 17th into Aries. And now that it's directed out of the shadow of the retrograde, it is moving along. It's clip, 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 clip. Because on May 6th, it moves into Taurus. On May 21st, it moves into Gemini. I mean, just moving. Just moving. And so we're talking 5th house of fun and romance into, well, actually 4th house of house and home into 5th house of fun and romance into 6th house of day-to-day work-life balance and activities. And so you are being reminded by Spirit, okay, that you're getting ready for some sort of a partnership. It's this partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented sport team. And so maybe this King of Wands is laying there contemplating, wow, I'm really, when you were trudging up that mountain, it would have been nice to have someone helping you pull that cart along. And now here he's resting, and maybe he's contemplating about, oh, this is so much. Maybe I need to hire somebody. Maybe I need to get somebody involved. And there's possibilities. Raise your expectations. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. And so maybe you need to take on somebody, and maybe just trusting. Maybe that's that leap of faith. Maybe trusting that you need to bring in a partnership to help you so you can maintain your work-life balance. It doesn't end up overwhelming you and exhausting you and wearing you out. Maybe it's time to bring in some help and take on some help for whatever this project is that you've been working on, so that you have time to incorporate play into your day, right? Into your life. And then I want to talk about Venus and Mars in conjunction. They're not in conjunction with each other, but I want to talk about them together in this reading because it's really interesting. Venus is moving from, it starts out in Aries, and on May 15th, it moves into Taurus. Now, Aries is a fire sign, and Taurus is an earth sign. And that's occurring from your house of home into your house of fun and romance. And Mars is moving from Gemini, which is an air sign, into the water sign of Cancer on May 15th. And so that is moving from your 6th house of day-to-day work-life balance into your intimate partnerships. And partnerships can be business partnerships. They're just a relationship between two people that work closely together, spend a lot of time together, need to move in sync. So, fire and air get along great. So the conversation between Venus and Mars right now is kind of like, Venus says, I want to go and do this. I have a desire to create this sense of whatever. And Mars says, okay, here's the action to get it done. And then on May 15th, they both change signs, but they shift from a water sign and into an earth sign. Like there's water and earth, which also work really well together. And so the conversation continues, and the compatibility continues, and the ability to work together continues. And so what is it that you want to do? What do you want to create that you would love, that would make you feel valued and worthwhile and appreciated in the areas of your life of home and partnership and your day-to-day activities, because these are the areas that these things cover. And so finding that being able to create that right now, you have a lot of support from the way the things are set up. And so kind of take a look at that and where it is. And it says here you have the sweet pea, your wishes are coming true. What your heart has been longing for is getting closer every day. And so that conversation is happening between Venus and Mars. They're bringing what you want and desire closer to you. They're working in harmony. There's the word I wanted. They're working in harmony. And it says, be positive. Your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. So again, the possibilities are endless. What do you want to create? What kind of a partnership do you want to bring in? It could be a romantic partnership. It could be a business partnership. Don't forget to include play in your day and focus on positive things. Positive things. Because what you're thinking about right now, that's what you're going to create. So if you want to create a fun and positive and stable environment for yourself, focusing on those kinds of things is how you get there. But when you focus on the things that are hard or difficult, then you'll get more of that. So don't do that. You've already gotten up to the top of the mountain and you're standing up there looking around and I didn't see the cart. So maybe you decided to let it go and you got up there by yourself. Maybe you were just dragging along too much baggage. Think about what you want. What do you want to create? Where do you want to take things? Oh, look at this. Oh, that one's sticking. Why is that sticking? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. This is exciting. All right. So this is about the creation process and there's your guardian angel. But here's the key to this card. Not only should you focus on what you want, but you need to ask for help. The divine stands by ready to help. They want to help, but they can't because you have free will unless you ask them to, unless it's a case of a dire emergency. They can't really step in. So ask for the help and the guidance that you want to create what you want. And here, this is all about creation. This is creating that stable, secure, protected home life environment. And so, Capricorn, if that is what you're trying to do, if you're trying to create stable home and nesting and growth and just, it's so Empress type of a card to me. If you're trying to create that kind of growth and stability, ask for the help you want and that you need to create what you want. You have unlimited possibilities right now in all kinds of partnerships. Don't forget to create play. I mean, there's waterfalls, there's a unicorn, there's eggs, which is something growing. That looks like a blue jay, but it's not blue, but that's about getting what you want. That's about going after with focus what you want. And on her back, the tattoo is the tree of life. This is totally about creating what it is that you want and desire in this world. So ask for what you want. Ask for the help you need to come into you. Things are definitely moving in your favor. This is beautiful energy. I'm very excited for you. So now I'm going to move on to Mother Earth. And these cards, literally, when I was trying to decide what cards to use, they popped into my brain. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even sure where they are. I had to go looking for them. I have not used them in so long. So I'm going to have to read from the book on these. Because their messages are very unique. And I don't know them. I don't. So let's see what we get here. Ooh. You have the Eastern Cottonwood. The Eastern Cottonwood. You know what this picture really looks like? When I was a child, there was a little meadow behind our house that had a little rise on the hill, and there was a little cottonwood that grew there. And I used to love to go and sit under that cottonwood to do my homework. I liked to be out in nature. That was me. Okay, let's see what it says. Eastern Cottonwood. And the message of the Eastern Cottonwood is there is no division between you and all the other beings in the world, whether you consider them to be living creatures or inert things. Learn to connect with them, to appreciate them, to understand them, and to honor them. Wow. And talk about total connection. I mean, this is being totally connected with your surroundings. So take a little time and get out in nature. Appreciate what's going on around you. Is that how you find your playtime? Just going to the beach, how you find your playtime? Connecting with nature, paying attention. You are in partnership with the Creator. This partnership could totally be you co-creating with the Creator, because all you need to do is ask for the help you need. And so you are the co-creator of your world. Connect. Look for guidance and answers and peace and serenity in the in being in nature and being an earth sign, getting outside, getting barefoot, getting grounded, getting your hands into the dirt, growing something, weeding a garden, walking barefoot on a beach, if it's fall, get out there and clean up the leaves, clean up the yard. Just being outside, it's so excellent. And then while you're out there, pay attention to the sounds of the animals. What do you notice? And then you go back in the house and you look up. Say you see a squirrel scampering around. You go in and what is the spiritual meaning of a squirrel? And the spiritual meaning of a squirrel is knowing when to play and knowing when to work and gather and protect for the future. So it's that work-life balance thing. And so, all right. You know how it says your dreams and your wishes are coming true? You're being asked to hold that vision. Hold that vision of what is coming. Hold that vision. The moon. We have a new moon on May 4th and in Taurus, which will be all about planting your seeds of intention for things that have to do with what makes you feel abundant. It's also going to be in your fifth house of fun and romance and creativity. So what's going to make you feel self-confident and abundant in those areas. And also then we have a full moon, and you have a full moon card too, May 18th in Scorpio, and this one says a fiery climax approaches. So there is going to be a major ending to a cycle that needed to end. Hold your vision for what you want to create. A fiery ending does not have to be a bad thing. It does not have to be a bad thing. It's just something that needed to come to a conclusion. It might go out with a little bit of a bang, but hey, if you let go of that card and it goes rolling down the mountainside, it might make some noise on the way down. All right, let's see. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to check out your April 22nd to the 28th reading. I will put the link below. You'll understand better. Okay. All right, let's get you, some final guidance. Let's look at each other. Hey there. Hey there, Capricorn, you're looking good. Okay, so a final piece of advice, a final mantra, an affirmation that you can use. I want you to look at this as I read this. I am always divinely protected. I know I am safe. I am always divinely protected. I know I am safe. That guardian angel is definitely protecting you. And the stone is jet. And jet is surprisingly light. It's totally black, but it feels so light in your hands. You're like, is there anything in here? It's really crazy. I don't know if it's hollow. It feels hollow. But anyways, it says, I am always divinely protected. I know I am safe. And my joy is the greatest gift that I give to others. Those are your two affirmations for the month of May. So go out there and get it. Go out there and get it. You know, rest up a little if you need to, because it looks like it's going to get busy toward the end of the month. But you look good. Like you're accomplishing things. You're getting there. All right, Capricorn, I will see you back here for the new moon and the full moon. And, of course, for the weeklies, you take care. And you keep being you, because it looks good. It really does.